Okay, guys, welcome to today's lesson. This is lesson number 2. I'm dropping lesson 2 as I had promised from the Smart Wolf Club. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe. If you have not watched the first lesson, okay, the first lesson in this series is right here. I think, let me go back and show you this one here. First lesson, okay, so if you have not watched lesson 1, go ahead and watch lesson 1. Okay, so then you can come back to lesson 2 because we're going to be building up from where we left. Okay, so the training is going to be about 1 hour or less. We're going to try to make it sweet and direct to the point now. Lesson 1, we spend a lot of time talking about what is trading, and also trying to get your mindset so you understand the background, who we are, what is the Smart Wolf Club. Because I know some of you have questions. You want to know who is these guys claiming to train us. Okay, so it's important to know who are the coaches. There are many coaches. Okay, so we have coaches from all over the world, and we have a lot of students who go through our programs. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, subscribe to this Smart Wolf Club. We want to grow this to at least 10K subscribers by the end of the year. The reason is because YouTube starts giving out this information to more and more people. We want to help as many people as possible, at least 1,000 members this year alone. We've been doing this for many years. Some of us have been online since 1998. Anything online, we've been there. We have traded, we have sold, we have bought, we have attended webinars, we have trained a lot of people. Some of the gurus, the coaches you see here online have gone through our training. We've been underground for so many years. During the pandemic, we decided we're going to help as many people as possible. Okay, now with that, by the way, I'm going to put a disclaimer. Whatever we're going to share with you is not financial advice or investment advice. There's an element of risk involved. Okay, any investment, you stand the potential of losing your entire investment or part of it. So whenever you go into these trading or online activities or offline investments, just know that you can lose your investment. There is a potential that you can lose your investment. What we are sharing is our experiences on what our students are doing and our coaches, which are so many of them. A lot of them have been around for many years. And therefore, if you have not watched our first lesson, go and watch that and then come back to this second lesson. Just bookmark the channel, subscribe, share this information with as many people as possible so we can grow this channel and also we can reach as many people. With your help, I'm sure we can reach very many people. So today, I don't want to take a lot of time doing the introductions, but let's just jump into lesson 2. So lesson 2, we're going to talk about, this is the only trading strategy that you need, and we have a playlist, so you can come back to this anytime, okay, on the go, wherever you are, you can come back to, this is the playlist here. It's the free pro trading course, okay. Our main goal is to take you from a beginner level to a pro trader where you are profitable, because a lot of our students come to us because they've gone through some programs or they've been trading for many years, but they have been losing their accounts or blowing their accounts and they are not profitable. So we are trying to give you direction. Now, there are 3 things that can make you continuously lose your accounts or not be profitable. There are 3 things that can do that, and we are going to try to iron those out as early as possible in this course. And we're going to have several lessons that are going to help you sharpen your skills, and this is the only course that you need. Okay, guys, so just shut off all this other advice, all these other trainings, all these channels that you go to. Just stick to this, and we're going to take you to Valhalla. Now, before we proceed, let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray that the knowledge we are going to share with your students today shall be successful in helping them succeed in their training online, whatever they are trading, whether they are trading forex, stocks, crypto, any other commodities, indices, whatever you name, whatever assets they are trading, the principles are the same, and we are going to apply this teaching. And those who do apply this teaching, may they be successful. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. So welcome to the training. So today we're going to look at the example. Okay, we're going to just jump into our strategy. We're going to tell you what the strategy is, and we're going to repeat this over several lessons for every single asset class. Okay, there are many assets out there that you can trade. There's stocks, options, stock options, where the futures come into play. There's crypto. Okay, under crypto there are so many things that you can trade. You can trade meme coins. You can trade all regular coins like the Bitcoin, the Ethereums, and of course the meme coins that go up in 1 second and come crashing down in the next second, and where people end up losing, holding empty bags. We're going to talk about indices, okay, trading indices, the NAS 100, the US 30, and so like, trading commodities like oil, wheat, and things like that, platinum, metals, okay, gold, silver. I know a lot of you are into gold trading. The principles that we're going to share with you, you can apply them across the board. I know a lot of you are into trading stocks, okay? So today I'm going to give you an example of what our regular day looks like in the Smart Wolf Club and what our students are doing to succeed, okay? So I've just pulled up TradingView. Okay, if you don't have TradingView account, you can have a free account which is sufficient for you to learn, and when you get to the pro level you can subscribe to the professional. It's just a cup of coffee, and you can subscribe to their subscription level, where you can start having more resources at your disposal. Okay, you can have more charts. You can open several charts. It allows you to do other things on the charts. Okay, TradingView is the resource that we use to do our technical analysis, This is where we look at the charts. This is where we draw the lines. This is where we put the indicators, whatever we want to use, that's available for us on TradingView. So for now, just go ahead and sign up. You just need your name, your email address. The link is in the description. You can use that, our affiliate link. And if you didn't go through our first lesson, we talked about the resources that you need in this lesson, and you can see the link would be somewhere right here. The resources to have before next lesson. We talked about signing up for TradingView account, so you can click that link, go ahead and sign up. And then of course we had given you some homework. I told you to go and study the candlesticks using this link here, and there was just about three types of candles that I wanted you to master, and those were the hammer, okay, the inverted hammer, and the reason why we were doing that was the doji. So you understand, because we do use candle action, okay, when we are analyzing our charts here. For us to make decisions, we do look at the shape of the candle, the size of the candle, and of course for some of you who are extremely new, if you just jumped onto this trading, you might be wondering, what is this guy talking about? Candles are basically these ones here. We call them they're Japanese candles, okay, introduced by a Japanese trader many years ago when they were trading rice, okay, that's hundreds of years ago, and realized that they could use this for their technical analysis to predict the markets, the direction of the market, the volatility in the market, and that way they could get their trades, or they could call out their trades correctly. Okay, so right now we have the red candle and the green candle. The green candle means it is going up at that particular time. It opens down here, closes up here, and the red candle means it's going down, opens up here, and closes down here. So whatever asset class you have, that means it started high and closed low. When it is green, that means it started low and closed high. So in that case, the buyers, okay, the buyers came in and pushed the price up. So the more the buyers you have in the market, the higher the price is going to go up, because it's the demand and supply rules. And we did look at those basics in our previous lesson. I know some of you, you just want to get the lesson. You don't want to understand the basics. And if you miss the basics, then it becomes even harder to understand the lesson. Okay. Now, some of you have already been trading for years, so this is chicken feed for you. You already know what are candles. You know all kinds of candles. Some of you have memorized all this. You don't need to do that, because we can just look at them. And if we need to refer, we have a resource right here that I put for you guys. Just go ahead and look at it. It's this one right here. Okay, this is a free resource. Okay, so put away your credit cards. You can see it's under baby pips. They use this for trading all types of assets. It doesn't matter. Some people are like, oh, that's only for Forex. No. You can use this to trade. The same candles are going to appear in crypto. The same candles are going to appear in stocks, indices, metals, silver, gold. The same indices are going to appear. Okay, so the ones that I had mentioned about were the spinning top. Okay, you can see that, and it tells you it's indecision in the market. Okay, so it could go either way. We have the doji, again, indecision, but there's a potential reversal. That means if it was going down and you see a doji appearing, there's most likely going to be a change in direction. So you have to be aware of this type of candles. We have the marubozu, again, is a strong buying pressure when you have something like that and it is green, no wicks at all. Okay, the wicks are literally the candle shadows. That means if it is an upward trend, the buyers are pushing, and then the sellers come in and push it down, so you have a wick, a shadow left. Okay, same thing with the when we have a bullish candle. In that case, we're talking about a green candle. Bearish candle, we're talking about a red candle. And we have, let's say if we have a red one here, the marubozu. If you have the green marubozu, that means it's bullish, no wicks, big fat candle, long body, no shadows. It's a strong buying pressure. So that tells you there could be a potential continuation of that particular trend. So if we go to the charts, okay, guys, that's why these things becomes relevant. If you go to the charts and see this fat green candle, no wicks, it is most likely a continuation of the trend. You could see there was one here, and then all of a sudden we had another. This is what an inverted hammer. You can see there was a change of direction. And when you come here, you can see the hammer. We could have a bullish or a bearish, and you can see here, this is the bullish one. Okay, so these are white, but the ones that are white, you can put green. The ones that are black, you can put red, and you can see what we are talking about. So you see the inverted hammer. Okay, similarly, this is the one I'm talking about here, the inverted hammer. Okay, small real body at the bottom, long upper wick, appears in a downward trend, potential bullish reversal. So with that type of information, that is what we call market action. And you can see with the candlestick action, you can patterns, understanding them is very important because it can influence the decision that you're going to make. Okay, so as we go into our strategy proper, our strategy is a very simple strategy. And the reason I said I'm going to tell you one of the reasons that most people don't succeed, they keep blowing their account, is because they don't have a strategy that they can use. You have to have your own strategy that you're going to use routinely every single time you trade. Every day, you have to look at what is happening in the market and apply your strategy. Because if you keep jumping from one strategy to another, that's when it leads to losses. And we have seen that for many, many years. Some of us have gone through that, and some of us still go through that. Anytime you change your strategy, you are in some la-la land. You are in some land, foreign land, okay? Because it's not your strategy. You're trying to copy somebody, maybe a guru somewhere who told you this is what they did, or you read a book, or you watched a video, and this is not your own strategy. So you have to come up with your own strategy, and we help you by giving you these lessons. So this is the only strategy that you need. If you master this strategy, you are going to be profitable, okay? And in the series, in the coming lessons, we are going to dive deep into this, and we're going to take one asset at a time, okay? One asset at a time. And guys, remember, be patient, okay? Be patient. This trading is not going anywhere. Don't be in a hurry. Just get the details. Master the trade. Master. If you want to be a pro trader, guys, Rome was not built in one day, okay? Okay, so because I do see a lot of your comments, I do see how people react. We've dealt with a lot of students, and I can literally tell you, we survey thousands of students. We work with tons of students from all over the world, all walks of the world. We have students who live under $1 per day, and we have students who make $1,000 per day. Okay, so we have more than 1,000. We have students who make boatloads of money, and they're part of our group. So we see all kinds of psychology. We see all kinds of mindsets. We see all kinds of people coming in, all kinds of greed levels, all kinds of, you can name it. We've seen it, okay? impatient levels. People come and some are extremely impatient. They want to just take a trade and make $1 million from $100 in one trade. Okay, so we see all kinds of thinking. Okay, so basically your psychology is key. Okay, so how are you going to be able to control your mindset? The only way you can control your mindset is by defining your strategy. Have a clear-cut strategy. It's like when you're traveling from point A to point B. If you don't know the direction, then you are either going to make you're going to take the wrong exits. You're probably going to get lost somewhere, or you're going to speed and you're going to be trapped for speed because you have no sense of direction. So, but if you have a clear strategy, clearly defined, probably written down. When we are trading, we use notebooks. Okay, write it down. Okay, we write it down. You have a notebook and a pen. Okay, so lesson number 2 that you're going to pick up here today, I'm going to show an example of a stock. So we're going to work on stocks, okay, because I see there's a lot. We survey our students, okay. There's a lot of students going into stock trading and options trading, and we are looking at stocks. We're going to go into forex trading in our future lessons, into stocks, stock options. We're going to go into crypto, which is an in thing now. We're going to talk about trading altcoins, meme coins. We're going to break it down in this series. Okay, we are converting you from a layperson, from a beginner to a pro trader. So it's not going to be done in 1 hour on one webinar or one lesson. So each lesson is going to build up on another one. So the best thing you can do for yourself is make sure you bookmark this playlist. Okay, it's right here. Again, it's called Free Pro Trading Course. I have that bookmarked. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, so whenever we put these free lessons, you are the first one to be notified and you can watch and practice. Okay, so far we have talked about the resources that you need. You need a TradingView account and you need to refresh on candlestick patterns. Okay, very, very important, because as we go into the actual trading, you're going to need to know this type of patterns. They're going to allow to shape your bias, your thinking when you come to the market, when you're looking at the chart before you take the trade. What type of candles are you seeing? Okay, and as we dissect our strategy, because literally we are giving you our strategy for free. Okay, this is what my students do. This is what our most successful students do. This is what our coaches do every single day. Okay, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our coaches are taking trades using this simple strategy. It doesn't matter what they're trading, whether they're trading forex. We have some who are into forex big time. We have some who are into stocks big time. We have some who are into stock options big time. We have some who are into crypto massively. Okay, we have some who just simply trade gold and they use the same strategy. We have some who trade platinum and they are commodities like oil. We have some who trade wheat. They use the same basic strategy that we are going to give. Nothing unturned. We're going to put it on the table. No cards under the table. So if you're ready to see the cards as we reveal them, be part of the community. One other thing you can do for yourself is make sure you go right here where it says click the link below to join the Smart Wolf Club. Click that link, join. You just need your name and your email. Okay. Once you submit that, you'll be notified whenever we have any free trainings, any trainings in the community, anything new, you will be notified. Okay. The other thing you can do is, I do know we are all at different levels of learning. We have students who are beginners. We have students who are pro traders already, or they just want to sharpen up their skills, or they want to learn another strategy. We have all kinds of students here. We have different levels, different needs, okay? So some of you need what we call hand holding. They want to see over the shoulder. They want somebody one-on-one to work with them, a coach. So we give you that opportunity, okay? So once you join the Smart Wolf Club, you will be presented with the opportunity to join our master classes. Okay, now these are not free, okay, because the coaches are extremely busy. Their time is extremely valuable, but they are going to dedicate their time to help you either one-on-one or as a group. It doesn't matter. There are cohorts sometimes, community learning, and these sometimes they fill up so quickly. So if you go there and you find the class is full, just don't be shy. Put your name on there, and they will call you in. They will enroll you or invite you as soon as there is an opening or as soon as we start a new cohort. Okay, so this fill up so quickly. It's unbelievable. They fill up so quickly, and since we want to give that attention one-on-one, and we are very serious on attention to detail, then we don't take a lot of students. Okay, we only take a handful, a few that we can take care of, okay, at a time. Okay, so there are the opportunities. Done with that. So let's go back to the training. So basically today, what I want you to take home is this, that you must understand the basic candle patterns. Okay, some of the candle patterns, basic, like if you see a spinning top, what does that mean? Okay, so for example, I come to this channel here. I'm on TradingView right now. I'm on looking at the stock because I've told you we're going to spend a lot of time on stocks. So lesson 2, I'm looking at the stock, and I've just picked one, famous one, NVIDIA. Okay, you guys know this is one of the technical companies, technology stock that has been doing very, very well. So NVIDIA, you can see this is a 4-hour chart, but what our students do, our strategy is very simple. It's called the breakout and retest strategy, breakout and retest strategy. So what we do every morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. New York time. That's when the New York trading starts. Okay, there's massive volume around that time. So that's when our coaches and students jump in. Those who are into stocks, those who are into Forex, those who are into crypto, any form of trading, they jump in at 9:30 and they only trade for just a few hours, 1 to 2 hours. They are done for the day. We don't spend a whole day glued to the charts. We do that every single day. Again, you're going to decide when you want to trade, because I know we have students here who are professionals. They're extremely busy. They don't have time for this. So those of you who are extremely busy, we have something for you. We have automated training and trading, where we have bots set up for you to trade accordingly. Okay. Now there's an element of risk with bots also, because the bots can go crazy. They use AI. Okay. This is the in thing, guys. So there's always a way around for no excuse, guys. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is there's no excuse. If you claim you're busy, you don't have time to sit or trade or analyze a chart, it doesn't take long. It's just dedicate 1 hour. Sometimes you come in and take a trade for 5 minutes, you hit your goal and you're out of the market. Okay, so 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we meet in the community. We take the trades, we do the analysis, and the analysis can take basically 5 minutes. Take the trades, make the decisions, and wait for the profits to come in or the losses to come in. Okay, some days you're going to lose. Okay, not knowing that is naive. Okay, otherwise then there'll be no need for me to give you this training. If every trade that you take is 100% successful, then there's no need for the training, because anybody could trade. Trading would be so easy if there were no losses, but there are losses. But what makes the difference between our successful students, our successful coaches, and those who don't succeed is because they follow certain rules. They follow rules. And trading is a matter of probability. So you want to increase your chances. And that's when we talk about the breakout and the retest method. So basically what we do is, I'm going to say this really quickly so you guys can, and we're going to repeat this many, many times. So right now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, don't worry, it's going to be repeated a million times during this series, this course, okay? So first, at 9 o'clock, okay, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll come here, we'll pick the assets. We can pick 1 or 2 or 3 assets. We only concentrate on 1, 2, 3, max 4 assets. So if you're doing stocks, we're probably going to only look at the ones that have some activity, volatility. One of the famous stocks that they look at is Tesla. Tesla is extremely volatile. Okay, so we look at Tesla. We look at NVIDIA. We look. Sometimes we trade the S&P 500. We do the QQ, which is You can see that there. And of course, many others. But pick one or two or three and focus on those, okay? So you can understand them, okay? And you need something that has enough volatility to allow you to trade, okay? QQ, SPY, which is S&P 500, okay? Right there, so you could be trading that. Okay, so what we do is we come here at 9:30 a.m., we congregate. We're going to mark our levels, so we don't need any of these indicators. So I'm just going to remove the two indicators. Removed. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to expand this so we can see our. So we are looking at the daily candle. Okay, so we're going to look at yesterday's candle. So we're going to mark the high and the low. Okay, so those are our points of interest. So we're going to mark our high for yesterday and our low for yesterday. There we go. You can give it a different color. We can mark the high with the green and the low with the red, but for now, let's just leave it the way it is, make life easy. And then we're going to go down to the pre-market. Okay, so we're going to put this on 5 minutes. Pre-market starts at 4 a.m., okay, when the London session is open. 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Okay, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's our pre-market. Guys, write these notes down. Okay, so maybe I can bring a board for you guys so I can be putting these notes down. Some of you can't listen. You're not paying attention. I can see that a lot of people don't pay attention. So our points of interest. Our points of interest are going to be 3, okay? The number 1 is the previous day high and low. You're going to mark those levels. Previous days. Now, when I say that, some of you are already like, okay, we've had that a million times. But I'm going to show you how successful this can make you if you stick to this, okay? Previous days high and low. Okay, so you mark that. You can use a green color and you can use a red color for the low. Okay, you put just a straight line, high, including the week, everything. You just go day, you change this to day. Okay, right here you go to TradingView and you're going to change the time here as day, and you're going to draw the previous day's high, previous day's low. So we can change this into let's see, we change that into green. Okay, so there it's green, and we can change that into red. Put that as a red. Okay, so we have a green candle and a red candle. Okay, so the green is on the top, the red on the bottom. So these are our 2 lines of interest. Okay, now why am I doing that? It means the liquidity is lying below this line and there's liquidity above this line. Okay, so these are probably going to be our stop losses and our take profits lines. Okay, guys? Making our life easy. Are we together? Okay, once we do that, then we're going to look at the pre-market. The pre-market is 4 a.m., which is London time, between 4 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Okay, so we're going to look at the pre-market. So we can go to the hourly and we can look at our pre-market. So we are looking at the times here. Again, we are going to look at the pre-market. So this is the hourly chart. So let's say if it's 9:30, so we're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 9:30 from 4 a.m. to 9:30. That's about 5.5 hours. So we should have about 5 candles. So we're going to look at the previous 5 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to look at our lowest, which is this point here. And we're going to mark it with another red line. Okay. So we're going to mark that with another red line. There we go. And then our highest was this candle right here. We're going to mark that with another green. So we're going to make that green. And I'm going to change the color. So we have 2 greens here. I don't know why I have a white here. So let's see if we can remove that. Okay, so let's click on that line and make it green. Okay, there we go. All right, so guys, you can see how many lines do I have right now? I have 4 lines. I have 2 reds and 2 greens. We are about to introduce another line, so we're going to go to the 5 minutes, okay? So after opening, the market opens at 9:30. We're not going to take a trade at 9:30. We're going to wait for the first 5 minutes to elapse. Okay, so I'm going to go to the minute, okay, to the minute chart. So at 9:30, boom, the market opens, and I'm going to look at the charts for the first 5 minutes, okay? So we assume the market just opened. We're going to look at the first 5 candles. So let's say the market just opened. Let's say the market opened here. So we're going to look at 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2. We want 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the market opened here. We're going to look at the first 5 candles. So we're going to mark the low of this. Again, we're going to mark it as red. And we'll put that as red. Okay, guys, we stick to the basics. And then the top, the highest point within the first 5 minutes, again, we're going to put another line there. And we're going to mark that green. Voila. We're going to remove this line here. We don't need that. Okay, there we go. All right. So, guys, you can see what's going on now. Okay. So once we have marked that, okay, once we have marked our points of interest, again, we're going to just wait, okay? We're going to wait and see if we're going to break any of these structures, okay? So if the candles right now are in between here, and as you guys can see, this is basically a consolidation. You can see that. I don't see anything going above or below. We can squeeze this a little bit and see if we can okay, so here, for example, you can see these are points of interest. You can see them. How many do we have? You can see we even have that. This was the day, the previous day high, the previous day low, the previous day high. So these could be our targets. Okay, so anytime we break out of this structure, we could be taking trades accordingly. Okay, so let me go back to, let's say, Tesla and see how Tesla is behaving. Let's mark Tesla, and then we're going to call it a day, guys. Then tomorrow, next lesson, lesson number 3, we're going to show you exactly what happened to the trade. Okay, so right now, I would like you to go back and revisit the trade, revisit the strategy that we are calling the breakthrough retest strategy, and we are only using 4 key lines. 3 key lines. 3. Previous day high and low, pre-market high and low, and then the 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes high and low. And then we're going to wait for a breakout, okay? Once the breakout is done, we're going to wait for the retest. If the retest occurs, we're going to look at the candle patterns, okay? This is where they come in handy, and we're going to see what is our signal strength. If it is showing a strong momentum in the direction that we want the trade to go, then we are going to enter the trade, and we're going to use our stop loss as the previous low and our take profit as the previous high, and it has to be at least 2 risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2, guys. Okay, we do not want to risk more than we can afford to lose, and we don't want to risk more, and we want to make more than we can lose. Okay, so a risk of minimum 1 to 2. So that means if I risk $100 to make $200, I risk $100 to make $500, and I risk $100 to make $300, $400, $500. It does not matter. Now that is going to depend on the market, the volatility of the asset that you're trading. So if you're in Forex, some of these currencies move rapido. If you are in crypto, that can happen in seconds. If you're trading meme coins, that is terrible. It can happen in a split second, okay? So guys, so previous day, number 2, our points of interest are previous day, previous days high and low, pre-market, okay, the pre-market high and low. So again, we're going to use green and red for low. And what is the pre-market? This is the period between 4 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is New York time, guys. New York time. So it doesn't matter if you're in India. We have a lot of students from India. One of our biggest coaches is in India, Mr. Singh. He's been with the Smart Wolf Club for over 17 years, guys. Over 17 years doing this. So he lives this, and he has a huge group in India, Bombay, India, especially if you're from the Bombay area. Mr. Singh is over there with a massive group of students that are learning how to trade, and some of them are extremely successful in the market. I mean, some of these guys live under $1 per day. If you can show them how to make $10, $100 in less than 1 hour, 2 hours of trading, man, you're changing the entire society's lifestyle. You're changing a whole village lifestyle. Okay, so pre-market. And then number 3 is the first 5 minutes. Very, very important. The first 5 minutes of market opening. First 5 minutes. Okay, guys, is that simple enough? Let me see by the show of hands and the comments below. Guys, let's get a little active in this. I want you guys to comment below, okay? And whatever I'm teaching you guys may sound so basic. You've gone through this, but are you doing it? You know, some people watch these videos and then they move to another video. Then they go watch a cut video. They go watch an athletics video. They're going to watch some negative news, and boom, all this goes away. They don't put anything in practice. And that's the problem with most of us. That's why we don't succeed, because we move from one place to another. We are constantly learning, but we are not taking action. So let's stop that. Okay, this is it. I told you guys, this is the only program, the only course, the only training that you need. Okay, this is the only training that you need to succeed in trading. Okay, the only day trading strategy. Why I call it day trading? Because we don't do this at night. Okay, we whether now some of you are into crypto. Crypto is 24-hour, 7 days a week. You can trade anytime. However, if you're a serious trader, okay, day trading, because this is the time when the market is moving fast. This is the time when the New York session is open, there's massive volume, volatility. Okay, so guys, I got a very important message. That's why I had to check. I'm waiting for a very important call. So excuse me for that. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that all is not lost. If you've been blowing your account, just stick to these lessons. Okay, so this is lesson number 2, down. Hey, pat yourself in the back. You've gone through lesson number 2. So what have we learned in lesson 2? Lesson 2, we have learned that you only need what? 3 points of interest. Not like what I see some of you guys do. You have all kinds of lines on the chart. Line here, you have a line there, you have a line here, you have a line here, you have a line there, you have a line. Every little point is marked, every little, man. When we started trading a few years ago, that's what some of us were doing. When some of us started trading many, many years ago, that's what we were doing. When some of our coaches started trading, that's what they came with. Bad habits. And this will lead to total loss of your accounts, okay? This is so confusing, overwhelming, sickening, okay? It makes you sick. Just look at that chart. When and where are you going to take a trade? Some of you have millions of indicators, okay? Like I just had some, okay? Some of you have this. Some of you have that, okay? Look, guys, look at that chart. Look at that chart. And look at this chart. Okay, remove all the drawings, remove all the indicators. Look at that, how clean that is, okay? And then you just come in the morning. First thing you do is change this to the time here, time frame. You're going to say 1 day. Okay, so you're going to squeeze that. Okay, so we're going to look at the previous day, okay? Because we come and open our computer at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, or you can just do it like, let's say 9:30, okay, 9:30 a.m. So this is, we are looking at the daily, okay, daily right there. The previous day's high and low, we come and mark them before the market opens. This is before the market opens, okay? This is before the market opens. So you go in there before the market opens. The market opens at 9:30. So you'll be there maybe at 9:20, 9:25. Okay, draw your charts. Okay, so just take your coffee, wake up, brush your teeth, do your exercise, whatever you have to do, your yoga, your prayers, everything. We need help. So yeah, pray. Okay, you're going to need some luck on your side too, guys. So say your prayers, okay, and then just come here, put this time frame daily, whatever asset you want to trade that day. So if I want to trade Tesla, for example, there you go. Just trading one stock can make you reach beyond your imagination. You don't have to be trading every little asset out there. Just take one that has massive volatility behind it. Tesla, for example, the S&P 500, QQ, you can trade NVIDIA, some of the big stocks, okay? All right, so you just come there, pick one or two or three of those stocks and stick to it. That's all you have to do. And then all you have to do is look at that, okay? You can see that. So this was the previous day's high and low. You mark that, okay? You come and mark those, okay? Once you mark the high and low, you go down to the pre-market, okay? So pre-market, you can put the hourly chart, for example. So it starts from, I've already written it down here for you guys. Pre-market is 4 a.m., which is 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, why is it 4 a.m.? It's because that's the time when London market opens. The London market opens at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4 a.m. Now, some people I can see, some of you guys are so confused. Some of you are asking, I'm in South America, what time is it? Guys, that's why I want you guys, I want thinkers, people who can learn. If you're a student, go do your homework. Just go to simple old Google and say 4 a.m. EST in, let's say, okay, I have students from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. What time is it in Rio? It tells you, okay? So 4 a.m. Wednesday Eastern Standard Time is 5 a.m. Wednesday in Rio, just 1 hour difference. So at 5 a.m. in Rio, your local time in Rio, for example. Now, let's say if you are in New Delhi, India. New Delhi, India. What time is it? It's 1:30 p.m. Okay, so you guys will be trading in the afternoon. I'm talking about, let's say if you're in Africa. Malemala is one of our coaches in South Africa. Let's say you're in Cape Town, South Africa. What time is it? Again, it's 10 a.m. Okay, so 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is 10 a.m. Cape Town, South Africa. Okay, so let's say if you're in Lagos, Nigeria. One of our coaches is from Lagos. Omosus has been with the Smart Wolf Club for many years. So let's say, what time is it there? 9 a.m. So guys, if you want to be a winner, you have to get out of your comfort zone. So it's 9 a.m. In Lagos time. That is our pre-market time, okay? But guys, we're starting to trade at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now, if you want to know exactly what time is that in Nigerian time, it's 2:30 p.m. So at 2:30 p.m., if you're in Nigeria, if you're in Lagos, 2:30 p.m. is when you're going to start taking your trades. So you got to clear your calendar and make sure it's 2:30. You want to be a winner, you got to be a little uncomfortable. So you have to create time. Now, these things you can find online. I don't need to show you because we have students from all over the world. So, okay, let's say we have one of our coaches is in Tokyo, Japan, Tajimoto. So let's say, what time will Tajimoto be trading? This is the time Mr. Tajimoto trades. 10:30 p.m. When some of you are trying to go and sleep or drink a wine, a beer, or whatever, that's when Mr. Tajimoto is trading with his student. He has tons of students, thousands of students who are learning from him right now. So 10:30 p.m. is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So while we are waking up in the New York, we are sleeping in Tokyo, Japan. This is just time differences, okay? We have a coach in Sydney, Australia. Okay, so Sydney time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is 12:30 a.m. in Sydney the next morning. So this is the time Josephine is trading. When everybody else is asleep, Josephine is on her computer taking trades with her students, with her cohort. Okay, this is the time they are trading, making money. Okay, so one billionaire said, if you're not making money when people sleep, you're poor. Okay, so you have to be able to be making money at odd times, weird times. When everybody else is sleeping, that's when you can make the most money. And you guys can see that you have to sacrifice some of your time, and it is very easy to do the homework. It does not matter. Just clear your calendar at 12:30 a.m. You hop onto your computer for at least an hour or two, and you hit your goal. If your goal is $1,000, $5,000, $20,000, whatever it is, we're going to get into those details in our future lessons. But lesson 2 today, we basically learning our retest strategy. What is the best time to trade? And I have already answered that question in a long form, in a twisted way. I've already answered, because I get this question all the time. What is the best time I should be trading? And I have already told you at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you should be taking your trades, okay? Except for those of you who are trading crypto, then you can take trades at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can take trades at any other time, okay? Because crypto is 24/7. But any other asset is moving a lot more during the New York time, okay? New York time. And we're going to form our bias, our opinions based on the previous day's high and low. We're going to mark that as our point of interest. We have only 3 points of interest, not like what I just showed you here, multiple lines. No, we're going to only have very few lines. That's all we're going to use, so we can put away any confusion. And we repeat this every single day. Just imagine doing this for years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Some of us have been online since 1998. So doing this for many, it becomes part of you, okay? You don't even think about it. Just wake up, put here day, okay? So we're going to start here with the day, okay? So we're going to put day, and we're going to mark off the high, the previous day's high and the previous day's low. We're going to mark that off over there, okay? So we're going to make our line there, boom, green, and our line there, boom. We're going to make that red, okay? So we already did that. Oh, sorry, I need to remove that. And then we're going to go to the hour, okay? So we're going to mark the pre-market highs and low again. So assuming this is 9:30, okay, this is before the opening. This was the previous days. I mean, this is before 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to count how many, between 4 and 9:30. That's about 5 candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be paying attention to these 5 candles. We're going to mark the low and the high again. We're just going to bring another line there, and then we're going to bring another line right there, but we're going to make this green, guys. Okay, now you can use whatever colors you like, but for my case, I like to make things simple. I know with the green and the red, just psychologically makes me understand this was the high, the red means this was the low, okay? So we know there's a lot of liquidity lying around these areas, these points of interest. There's a lot of liquidity here. There's a lot of money here. There's a lot of buyers and sellers in these areas, okay? A lot of buyers and sellers. This is where the liquidity is. This is where the smart money is. If you guys have heard of smart money, this is where the money is. And it is even more serious if this coincides with a psychological number, like let's say 240, 230, 220, whole numbers, 270, 277, 290. That tells you the smart money is lying around there. And that's where you want to be. That's when you want to either close your trades, or that's the time you want to take your profit, or that's the time you want to put your stop loss right there, because that's when most things are going to happen, like change of direction, change of trend. They're going to be happening in those interests. So now once we have the day, the pre-market, then we're going to go to the first 5 minutes. So now the market opens and we are ready to take a trade, but we're not going to trade for the first 5 minutes. So we're going to put this on a minute by minute, okay? So we change the time frame there to minute by minute. So let's say the market opens while we are watching the screen, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again we're going to mark our low. This is the low. I'm going to put red there, and then we're going to mark the highest of the 5 candles. Okay, this is the highest. and we're going to put that as green. So now you guys, we can see we have our lines drawn. We are ready to go to war now, okay? We are ready to go. This is our battlefield. So this is where our points of interest are. So basically what we're going to be watching now is we're going to wait for a breakout and a retest. Very simple. That is all we're going to be doing every day. And then we're going to enter and we're going to determine where to take our profits and where to put our stop losses. And sometime it's going to be hit in minutes. Sometimes it's going to take about an hour, 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So, but most of our coaches are done by 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. By 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they are out of the market. They go play golf. So basically, you're starting to trade around 9:30 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the New York time. Now, if you're in Brazil, my brother or sisters, you can convert this time. If you are in New Delhi, or if you're in Africa, if you're in London, okay, for example, London, Mr. Scott is in London, one of our coaches. He's been with the Smart Wolf Club. So let's say 9:30 a.m. is 2:30 p.m. London. So this guy gets on the computer at 2:30 with his students, with all his colleagues, and they take the trades at 2:30. Okay, 2:30 p.m. They've already marked their charts and they're ready to take trades because they are now looking at the New York session, which is opening. It doesn't matter what they are trading. They trade all kinds of. They trade indices. They trade forex. They trade stocks, options. This is done right there. Okay. And now, if you're setting up a robot or a bot to take trades for you, this is what you're going to code in your bot to give it instructions to take the trades around this session. Okay. It gets you into the market at that time and it gets you out of the market at that time, specified time. Okay. So all this can be done. Everything is possible with the advent of AI. And we're going to be talking about AI in our lessons, in the future lessons. So make sure you subscribe, bookmark this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, before I go, guys, I leave you with this. I want you to do two things for me today. I want you to just go out there and first decide what you want to trade. If you want to trade stocks, go and pick at least 5 stocks that you want to be trading. 5, only 5, okay? Now, if you don't know what stocks to trade, you can simply go to AI, okay? Go to ChatGPT. Let's see if I can log on to ChatGPT, or if you're not into ChatGPT, you can go to, what is the other one? The Chinese one. Okay, so you go to ChatGPT, log in. I don't know if I can log in on this computer. Let's see. ChatGPT. Okay, there is ChatGPT. And you can ask ChatGPT, tell me the top 5 volatility is so important, stocks to trade during New York trading session, and do not give me the analysis, just give me the names and the ticker symbols. That's all we need, the names. Man, I can't type. Okay, so there you go. And enter. Let's see what we get. So they're searching the web. Okay, so they'll come up with 5 volatile stocks. Okay, there you go. You got it. Now, some of you talk about having a list of 20. Again, if I need 20, I can just copy the same prompt. Okay, they call it prompt engineering because your answers are as good as your prompt. So I've just given you a prompt that you can copy and you can use that in your future. So right now you can see, based on the recent activity and volatility, here are the 5 stocks to consider for trading during the New York session. One of them is News Media, NMAX, Tesla, of course, which we looked at, NVIDIA, we have looked at, CoreWeave, which is CRWV, and then the Amazon stock. Of course, these are big technology. So we have 5 right there. So you guys just focus on these 5, okay? And again, as I'm saying, this is not financial advice. That's why I put a disclaimer in the beginning. But we are telling you what our students are doing. We're just sharing what our students are doing. The results are not typical because we don't know how much effort you're going to put into this. We have trained a lot of students, and a lot of people are lazy, L-A-Z-Y, that's the word. Most people are lazy. They don't put in the word. And I can see that even on videos. People comment, they tell you, come on, just tell us the strategy. They don't have time to listen to the details. Let me tell you, the story is in the details. You have to listen to me or any other coach. I'm not the only one. There are many others. If you just want to see the strategy and you don't listen to the details, the story is in the details, guys. So you got to be able to listen to the details. I know, you want to flip over and go watch your funny cat videos or your horse racing, or you want to go to your social media, Instagram, and see what celebrity gossip is available today. Who is this? Who is that? Guys, if you want to change your life, you got to change the way you do things. And I have decided I'm going to change my life, and this is what I'm doing. So come and join me. This is a journey we are going to go through together. And the advantage I have is that some of us have been online for many, many years, and we have coaches who have been online for years. Combined years of experience is over 1,000 years. You're getting it for free right here on the Smart Wolf Club channel. So go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell notification. I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. Make sure you subscribe and share this channel with your 5, 10 friends that you care about, your family, okay? Your family. Go and do that, okay? This is not even an ask now. I'm telling you, go do that. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, even promote this channel. Why? Because this information, people pay thousands of dollars for Discord groups, okay? Discord groups that tell you this stuff. People pay subscriptions of up to $1,000 a month just to belong to a Discord group like what I am giving you for free, okay? So, what else do you guys want? Punches on your head? No, you don't want that, okay? We don't want no violence here, okay? So basically, it is a willing take situation. It's a deal. Let's make a deal. I provide this information for free, and this, whatever I'm providing you here, is what the coaches have decided. I'm just a spokesperson. This is not my idea. This is what the students are doing. This is what the coaches are doing. I'm just stealing the secrets for you guys and telling you exactly what they're doing. I have the insider's view, so I'm just filtering it down to make it bare bone kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. The idea is I'm trying to keep this as simple as stupid so that even my 16-year-old can learn, my 99-year-old grandmother can perform this and make money, okay? And if you need help, guys, I'm only what? We are only a phone call away, email away, social media away. Since you guys are experts on social media, you're experts on social media, go ahead and join this. They have a Telegram group here. You can join that for free. If you don't like Telegram, go to the WhatsApp and ask questions. Don't just come there and subscribe and unsubscribe because you don't see a question. If you don't ask a question, there are going to be no questions, okay? You ask your question, okay? Don't worry about what the other people are going to say. So, watch next, lesson 2, how to trade stocks for beginners. Has that been covered? Somehow, okay? That lesson has been covered, but we're going to spend more time next week on the next lesson, and the next one in the coming weeks, we're going to be talking about this, okay? So I'm going to be dropping the next lessons more frequently, okay? So I want you guys to be hooked to this channel. Make sure you bookmark the channel and subscribe. Subscribe. That's the key. Why am I saying subscribe? Because once you subscribe and like it and share, YouTube is going to do its work. YouTube is going to invite more people, and we want to reach as many people as possible because our goal is to get at least 1,000 people learn this strategy and make money so they can change their lives. If I can help 1,000 people change their lives, my work is done. Amen? Amen, guys. Are we together? And I leave you with this, guys. Go and practice. Watch this video again and again and do exactly what I did. Get the free account on TradingView and go and draw these lines. Practice. Pick up these 5 stocks. Okay, we use ChatGPT. Okay, some of you don't like ChatGPT. You can use the other one, the Chinese one. Okay, use the same prompt. You're gonna get the same result, guys. Okay, ask the same prompt. Okay, use the same prompt here, right here. The prompt is right here. Tell me the top 5 volatile stocks to trade during New York trading session, and do not give the analysis. Just give me the names and the ticker symbols. Okay, that's all I want, the name and the ticker symbol. I don't want the analysis, because then you're going to cut off the chaff and you're only going to get the answer that you need. Now, if you want 20, because I know some schools of thought, some coaches will always tell you, oh, 5 is too few. Okay, you can put 20. Use the same prompt, and let's see what ChatGPT is going to give us. It's going to give us 20 top volatile, and you can see them. Do they look familiar now? Look, out of the 20, look at, these are all huge companies, okay? GameStop, Tesla, AMC, Cassava Sciences. I don't know what that is, but you can go and do a research on this company. So what I will do is just copy this, okay? And I go to, let's say, Sava. I go to, it's SAVA, and you can see it's right here, Cassava Sciences. It's listed on the NASDAQ. Let's see, maybe we can see how it is behaving today. This was the 1 minute charts. Let's see, let's put a day. There's a lot of gap up and gap downs. All right, you can see there's a massive gapping down here, massive. So lives were changed here. Those who shorted the stock right here, they made millions, okay? Made millions here, whatever happened. You can go and do your research on that, okay? So that was the Cassava, there's Clover, this is coming back again, Nokia, Snapchat, Advanced Micro, Coinbase. Okay, now for crypto lovers, Coinbase is a major crypto platform. Meta platforms, this is Facebook, Apple, okay? You guys are famous, the iPhones and the likes. Alphabet, Google, guys. ARK, you can see that, it's an ETF. Zepang, there you are. Rivian, okay? Zoom, Beyond Meat, Plantier, Moderna, Nvidia, okay? So all these are here. These are extremely volatile stocks that you can be trading, okay? So that's 20. But to make it simpler, we can just go for the 5 or even the top 3. Okay, let's say we say top 3, because some people don't want too many. I don't want too many either. I don't want no confusion. You guys can see, we keep it simple here, KISS. So I'm going to say the top 3. I'm going to remove the 5 and put 3 there, and I'm going to enter. Okay. There we go. You can see it has filtered it down to news media, NMAX. So we come here and put NMX, NMAX, Newsmax, and you can see what's going on with Newsmax. You can see this is the daily. You can see daily, okay? So again, if we are looking at yesterday's, previous day, we're going to mark that level, and then we go down to the 1 hour. And then again, we're going to mark the pre-market, and then we go down to the minute, and then we're going to mark the first 5 minutes of opening, the first 5 minutes of opening. Okay, let's remove that. Again, we're going to mark that, and then we are ready to take our trades. Now, guys, just by looking at this, you can see it's fairly a downward trend. So shorting this stock probably would be an ideal situation. But now you can see there's like changing directions. But of course, when we draw our lines, points of interest, we're going to draw a conclusion. Is that a breakout? Is there a retest? And is there momentum? Is there enough strength? Looking at the type of candle. That's why it's very, very important that we spend a lot of time analyzing these candles. So go ahead and study these candles and what they mean. So if you see a long body, no shadows, and it is red, you know it's a strong selling pressure, okay? So that means you'll be looking for a short sell. You want to short that stock, okay? If you're doing a put, you're going to be selling a put. All right, guys. I think let's end it there, and we will continue in our next lesson, where we're going to be looking at more examples, how we actually make that decision. Because once you nail this down, my work is done, guys. I can go home and have a nice night's sleep while you are out there making money, just like our pro students are doing. They went through this simplified training, And please go ahead and take it seriously. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you at the top, guys. Goodbye. Thank you.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything